What I'm about to say may sound unusual at first, but if you are above 60, please do not take this lightly because this October something is shifting, and most people, especially seniors, are not ready for it. Now, before you scroll away or think this is just another motivational speech, pause and listen closely, because what I'm going to share in the next few minutes could be the difference between being prepared and being caught completely off guard. Time is running out, and the truth is, very few people are telling you what's actually happening. I will share 4 ways you must start preparing and protecting yourself right now, and the 4th insight I will share with you is the most important one, so do not miss it. You see, there's a reason you're hearing this message right now. Out of millions of people, you are here. That's not an accident. But before I continue, tell me this in the comments, what city are you watching this from? I want to see seniors from across this country and across the world speaking up, because what's coming will not just affect one city or one town, it will affect all of us. And also, hit the like button so more seniors can find this. This may be the most important message they hear this month. Subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you do not miss any of my messages, because after October, these truths will matter more than ever. October isn't just another month, it's a turning point. Economically, technologically, spiritually, and socially, something is converging. The systems that once felt stable are becoming fragile. You can sense it in the economy, in politics, in the global mood, but what's coming next is what no one is prepared for. Don't skip this message. Every word I say connects to the next. If you miss one sentence, you'll miss the meaning entirely. I'll tell you exactly what's coming and how to protect yourself, but that comes later. You must understand the foundations first. Let me ask you this. Have you noticed how everything feels like it's speeding up lately? Technology, prices, uncertainty, it's all moving faster than ever. Now, here's the truth that most seniors haven't been told. The speed of change is now faster than the speed of adaptation. That means unless you make certain mental and practical shifts immediately, you'll be reacting instead of preparing. I've spent decades watching patterns, not headlines, patterns, and the same patterns that signal disruption are now visible everywhere. But instead of fear, this should bring clarity, because clarity is power. I'll give you 4 powerful wisdoms throughout this message, not the usual advice you hear every day, but insights that will truly help you prepare and protect yourself for what's ahead. Alright, let's talk about the first wisdom. The first preparation wisdom is to anticipate the invisible shifts. Most people prepare for what they can see, but what's coming this October isn't visible, it's structural. Invisible change is happening beneath the surface, in energy systems, in finance, in data, even in how decisions are being automated by unseen algorithms. If you only react to visible news, you'll always be late, but those who anticipate invisible patterns, they adapt early. Here's what I mean. Imagine a small crack under a dam. No one sees it, no one hears it, but that hidden pressure is building every second. By the time the water bursts, it's too late to fix the foundation. October represents that hidden pressure. The signals are quiet, but they're growing stronger. That's why your first step isn't to panic, it's to observe. Spend 10 minutes daily analyzing what feels off in your world, what doesn't align, what's quietly changing while everyone else scrolls mindlessly. Write these observations in a journal or better, the 31-day daily high-impact planner, a simple tool that helps you structure your awareness, plan your protection, and adapt your mindset each day. It's not about writing, it's about awareness. I've seen people use that planner to transform confusion into calm within a week, because they finally saw what others ignored. So, wisdom number 1, see before others do. The world belongs to those who prepare before they panic. Now, why am I telling you this? Because too many people, especially those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, are being left behind in silence. The truth is, society doesn't warn seniors anymore, it distracts them. But you deserve clarity, not confusion. And that's exactly what we're building together in this conversation. You'll hear people say, "Oh, don't worry, everything will be fine." But that's the most dangerous mindset you can have right now. Faith doesn't mean denial. Faith means preparation, guided by wisdom. That's why I believe prayer, reflection, and awareness should go hand in hand. Ask God daily for vision, not just for comfort. Because comfort without direction leads to collapse. So, ask yourself this tonight: what invisible shifts might already be happening in my life that I've ignored? I want you to comment below with just one phrase: I'm preparing early, or I'll wait and see. Be honest, which one are you right now? And remember, if you think this first wisdom was powerful, wait until you hear the next one. Because I'll share the second preparation wisdom, something that could determine whether you'll thrive or struggle in what's coming. Do not skip it. What's coming will require you to make decisions you've never made before. This is not about fear, it's about truth. And truth, when acted upon, becomes protection. If you're still here, I want you to know something. You're already ahead of most people. Because while others scroll past the truth, you've chosen to listen. That decision alone means you still believe that knowledge can protect you. Now, earlier, I told you to anticipate the invisible shifts. But now, let's go deeper, into something even more urgent. Something few people are brave enough to talk about. There's another pattern forming right now, one that's already shaping decisions behind the scenes. And unless you understand it soon, it will silently shape your future for you. Don't skip what I'm about to say. Every detail matters. If you leave midway, you'll miss the connection that ties everything together. And without that connection, you won't see what's really happening around you. Time is running out to prepare. The second preparation wisdom is to protect your mental bandwidth. You can write down what I'm saying. Most people prepare financially or physically, but they ignore the one field that's quietly being invaded: their attention. Every hidden system that's shifting right now, from markets to media, from politics to technology, relies on one thing: your distraction. The truth is, information overload is not accidental anymore, it's engineered. Because the more distracted you become, the less capable you are of recognizing the truth. Right now, hundreds of millions of seniors across the world are being silently drained, not through money, not through time, but through focus. Think about it. How much of your attention every day is being stolen by noise you never asked for? Headlines that provoke fear, notifications that interrupt peace, conversations designed to divide. It's no longer about keeping you informed, it's about keeping you consumed. And this October, that battle for your focus intensifies. Systems are being tested, new ones, unseen ones, that depend entirely on how distracted the population becomes. That's why your second preparation wisdom is this. Protect your mental bandwidth like your life depends on it, because soon it might. I've spoken in interviews about the dangers of algorithmic conditioning, systems that learn from what holds your attention and then amplify it to control your perception. What you see online isn't random. It's a mirror reflecting what they've trained you to click, not what you need to know. So, ask yourself, who is deciding what you believe today? Take a moment to comment your honest answer below. I decide what I believe, or they decide for me. Your honesty could awaken someone else reading this right now. Now here's the frightening truth. When a society loses control of its attention, it loses control of its direction. And that's exactly the hidden pattern most people are not seeing this October. The world isn't collapsing, it's reprogramming. Quietly, efficiently, invisibly. I recently met an older engineer, retired, intelligent, thoughtful. He told me, "Elon, I feel like I'm losing control of what I think about. It's like the world tells me what to fear and when to relax." I told him the same thing I'm telling you now: that feeling isn't confusion, it's interference. If you've been feeling mentally exhausted lately, unable to think clearly, constantly overwhelmed, it's not your age. It's the system trying to keep you from noticing what's underneath. That's why this message found you now. Because once you see this pattern, you can never unsee it again. And here's how you start reclaiming control. Each morning, before you consume any news, open your 31-day daily high-impact planner. Spend 5 minutes writing your thoughts first, before the world fills your mind with theirs. It may sound small, but it's powerful. The act of thinking before consuming creates distance between manipulation and awareness. And awareness is freedom. Remember, protecting your mind is protecting your destiny. Because whoever controls your attention controls your life. So, if the first wisdom taught you to see before others do, the second teaches you to think before others decide for you. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you paused long enough to truly think? Comment below with your honest answer. It's been too long, or I think daily. Your words may help someone else realize what they've lost. I'll tell you something that's hidden from most of the world. A truth that's been buried under noise. There's a silent agreement between distraction and decline. When people stop paying attention, they stop preparing. That's why this October is so critical. It's not the visible crisis that destroys societies, it's the invisible drift when millions stop noticing what's real. You deserve to see clearly. You deserve to know the truth. But no one else will tell you this. Because an aware society is a powerful one, and a powerful society is hard to control. That's why I'm asking you again, don't skip anything I'll say in this message. The next wisdom I'll share builds on this and reveals why the systems changing around us are not random. They're part of a larger structure, one that connects everything you've been sensing. And by the time we reach the final part of this message, you'll see exactly what's coming, what no one is ready for, and why time is truly running out to protect yourself. Stay focused and stay aware. Because the ones who stay awake now will lead when everyone else wakes up too late. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to say might sound ordinary at first, but it carries one of the deepest, most overlooked truths about what's unfolding this very month. The third preparation wisdom is this. You must discern the silent shift in your season before it becomes visible to the world. Right now, across the globe, millions are feeling something stirring inside, a quiet unease, a deep knowing that something is changing, but they can't quite name it. Have you felt it lately? That subtle pull, that inner nudge that says, something's off, something's about to change. If you felt that, type in the comments right now, I can feel it, or something is shifting. Because here's the truth. Those who ignore these silent internal shifts are always caught off guard when the visible storms begin. Let me tell you what no one's saying. Every major turning point in history, every world-changing moment, begins quietly, not with chaos, not with noise, but with subtle alignment. The patterns start beneath the surface. The wise see it early, the unprepared see it too late. The reason most people miss it is because they've been trained to react to events, not discern patterns. But October is not a month for reaction, it's a month for divine discernment. It's when unseen forces move faster than visible plans. Think about it. All over the world right now, systems are shifting, leaders are making unexpected decisions, markets are quietly repositioning, technologies are advancing beyond public understanding. But while everyone is distracted by the noise, a hidden recalibration is taking place. And the truth is, this recalibration doesn't start outside of you, it starts within you. So I'll ask you a genuine question. What small, quiet changes have been happening around you lately that you've been brushing off as nothing? Because often that nothing is the first sign of divine movement. If this speaks to you, comment below, I'm watching the hidden patterns. Now listen closely. When seasons shift in the spirit, they first affect timing. Things that used to come easily begin to resist you. People who used to walk with you begin to drift. Doors that used to open begin to close. It's not rejection, it's redirection. But here's where it gets serious. If you ignore that redirection, life will force you into a reset. That's why this message had to find you now. This is the season where many seniors, those who've carried wisdom for decades, are being called not to retire but to reposition. You are not at the end of your journey, you are at the threshold of your new assignment. But you must prepare differently. The old pace won't work anymore. The old mindset can't sustain where you're going. This is the time to simplify, refocus, and align your energy with what truly matters. And that's why I told you earlier about the 31-day daily high-impact planner. Use it as a sacred tool, not just to plan your days but to discern your days. Each day you write in it, you are literally reprogramming your focus and strengthening your internal awareness to see what others can't. I can't stress this enough. Those who prepare with intention will rise above the storm that's coming. Those who drift in distraction will be swept by it. I want you to think deeply. What is one area of your life that has been whispering change to you lately but you've been ignoring it? Your health, your faith, your finances, your relationships. Write it in the comments because what you acknowledge becomes what you can transform. Let me tell you what's hidden that no one is talking about. In the coming days, many will realize they've been living on expired instructions, following patterns that no longer fit the new frequency of the season. That's why confusion is rising globally, because people are trying to use old maps for new territories. But the ones who discern early, the ones who watch, listen, and realign, they'll find supernatural acceleration when others are facing delay. I'm telling you this now because I've seen what's forming, a silent global transition that no one is ready for. It's already beginning in the background. The patterns are visible only to those who are still enough to see beyond the noise. That's why you must stay until the end of this message, because what I'm about to reveal next will show you why this silent transition is happening, who it will affect the most, and what you must do right now to protect yourself and your family. Time is running faster than it looks. Every day you delay discernment, you lose alignment. There is a hidden truth that has been deliberately kept from millions, not by chance but by design. And in a moment I'll expose that truth, the one that could change how you see everything that's happening this month. So stay with me, because the next wisdom, what I'm about to share, is the most important of all. The fourth preparation wisdom is this. There is an unseen exchange of power taking place right now, and only those who are spiritually and mentally awake will survive it unshaken. I want you to pause for a moment and let that sink in. Across nations, across industries, across hearts, something invisible is shifting. The world you knew is quietly being restructured, but not in the way they're telling you. What's really happening is not economic, it's not political, it's positional. A hidden system of power, decisions made in secret, choices designed to reshape human behavior, values and priorities, is unfolding in plain sight, but most people are too distracted to notice. The noise, the fear, the confusion, all of it is camouflage for a deeper realignment. Have you noticed how everything that once felt certain now feels unstable? How even time itself seems to move faster, as though something is pushing life toward a breaking point. If you felt that acceleration, type in the comments right now, "I can sense the shift," or "Time is moving faster," because you're not imagining it. What's coming is a convergence, where everything hidden will begin to surface, and those who are prepared internally will stand while others collapse, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And here's the truth no one is telling you. The greatest danger isn't what's happening around you, it's what's happening to you while you're not paying attention. This October begins a wave of decisions, quiet at first, but strategic, that will test your discernment like never before. Some of what's being planned behind the scenes will appear as progress, as innovation, as comfort, but it carries an unseen cost, a cost of freedom, a cost of truth, and a cost of focus. That's why I'm urging you, as someone who deeply cares for you, do not drift into passivity. Protect your focus. Guard your peace. And reclaim your time. You see, what they don't want you to know is that the real war of the future is not fought with weapons, it's fought with attention. Whoever controls your attention controls your direction. And that's why you've been feeling so drained lately, so easily distracted, so emotionally exhausted. It's not random, it's strategic. There is a deliberate effort to keep you too tired to think, too busy to notice, too distracted to prepare. But you must rise above that fog now. If this speaks to you, type in the comments, "I'm taking back my focus." Because this is not the time to react, it's the time to respond with wisdom. You must prepare your mind daily. Every morning this month, before you do anything, take your 31-day daily high-impact planner, write down what matters most, who you will serve, and what you will no longer allow to control your attention. That single act will separate you from the crowd being silently programmed for confusion. And hear this clearly, those who prepare intentionally in this short window will carry stability when instability becomes the new normal. But the window is closing. What's about to happen will catch many off guard. Systems you trust may fail temporarily, networks may shift, voices that used to guide you will suddenly go silent. You'll begin to see global patterns align in ways that seem coincidental but are deeply calculated. And here's the frightening part, the majority will not realize it until it's too late to respond. That's why time is running out to prepare and protect yourself. This is why I had to speak now, not to cause fear, but to awaken awareness. Because while the world is distracted by headlines, a quiet exchange is taking place, the exchange of influence, trust, and truth. And when the dust settles, those who are asleep will wonder how it all changed overnight. But not you. You were warned, you were prepared, you saw it before it happened. Let me ask you, what will you do differently after hearing this? What one area of your life are you taking back control of starting today? Comment below so others can draw strength from your words. If you agree with what I've shared, comment, I will not be distracted, or I choose to prepare now. Because here's the truth, awareness without action changes nothing. Preparation is not fear, it's wisdom. And that's why I needed you to hear this before it's too late. There's more happening beneath the surface this October than anyone is willing to admit. Patterns are aligning, doors are closing, choices are being tested. And in the weeks ahead, you will begin to see confirmations of everything I've said. But when that happens, do not panic. Remember what you've heard today. Remember that this message found you for a reason. And before you go, I want you to do two things right now. First, like this video so it can reach more seniors who need this message before it's too late. There are thousands who still have no idea what's coming, and your single action could help open their eyes. Second, subscribe and turn on the bell icon, because what I will share next will reveal the deeper layer of this truth that they're hiding from you. I'm sharing this because I care, because I couldn't stay silent, knowing what's unfolding, because no one else seems willing to speak this plainly. You deserve to know the truth. You deserve to be prepared. You deserve to walk in peace while others walk in confusion. So stay alert, and stay grounded. And remember, those who see early stand strong. This is your wake-up call. Time is almost gone, but not yet. The next message will open what's been hidden behind the curtain, the part no one is supposed to see. Stay with me. It's coming soon. Check my playlist for more videos. And I'll see you in the next one.